That was interesting. Thought I'd come on the internet and talk about music. Yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. It's taken me a while to get to this point where I can kind of take notes in a scale and arrange them in a way that kind of resembles music. It's not entirely music in the sense that it's not a recognizable tune, but I guess music isn't just a recognizable tune. It's music happens when the human brain gets involved. Like, I don't know if you can hear, but outside there's someone doing some work. There's a bunch of people doing work outside, but I mean, there's a hammer. And that is the consequence of work being done. This person's taking a hammer or whatever and just, and their focus isn't so much the sound that's being produced as much as the energy that's being transferred from this mechanism into whatever they're working on. And that's no different from what I'm doing with the guitar. I guess it differs in the sense that this is less important, I think, in the world than people building stuff. But I also suppose that this allows me to build something as well. But it's weird because, see, sorry, I've got scratchy parts. That's happening, right? I've built this thing. But as soon as I let go, it's like building a house and then breaking it down, building and breaking it down. Or guiding someone through your house, through a house. But every room you go into disappears as you leave it. That's kind of how I see music, amongst many other ways of seeing it. And I remember maybe a year or two ago, I wasn't able to, like, C major. See, I'm slightly better at it. I'm still not where I want to be. But I promise you, when I started, it was like 3 notes per string didn't make sense to me. I was just like, hi. Couldn't play. Yo, I'm out of tune. Like, I couldn't do all of that. And again, it's not amazing. What I'm doing is, it's been done before and it will be done again. Everyone who goes through this path will learn that that's part of it. But yeah, I guess the point I'm trying to illustrate is that it takes forever for something to become nature. When you were learning to speak, you were copying words, and then it took a while before you decided what words you would use to express your ideas. And I think I've spent way too much time comparing my ability to speak to those who have been speaking for way longer, you know? And I don't think you've done that, or I don't think it's healthy to do that. I don't think we as humans do that to ourselves when we're learning English, let's say, or French or whatever. I think maybe as adults we do, because as an adult, comparison becomes the mechanism in which you like evaluate your life. So the only way you really know you want something or need something or whatever is if you like compare it to the absence of the thing. But as a child, all there really are is ideas. And my favorite philosopher said, suffer the little children and bring them unto me, for such is the kingdom. So it's like, what about being a child should be retained? Because yeah, there's a lot to be learned in the simplicity of just being a child or being childlike. There's a difference between being childlike and being childish, you know. Childish is like you kind of acting like a child, but being childlike is like the imagination, I suppose. And I guess it's just English words I'm using that really the only meaning they have is whatever meaning I'm inserting into them. This isn't dogma. But yeah, I think I'm learning to appreciate the fact that I can play. I may not play the way I want to. It may not be and sound the thing I imagine in my head. But what a blessing to be able to take this piece of wood and run it through some electricity, and then I get these. It's actually quite. Took me a while to do that, and again, it's gonna take me even longer to do other things. And I've recently started like transcribing. I've been running away from the idea of learning people's music. I used to think it's because I'm so like artistic and I don't want to copy people, but I really realize it's just fear. I'm just afraid of finding out that I'm not good at music. And so I've been trying to figure out some solos. I use the Amazing Slowdowner, and melodies I can get. But like when the solos start playing, man, like I tried Wes Montgomery's version of Round Midnight with the trio, the organ trio. The ba-ba-doo-be-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Where is it? Then he goes. I can't do that. I'm lost. Or like I was trying Bedouin. Is that how Bedouin? Bedouin. I don't know how you say that word. By Grant Green. It's like something like that. And Grant Green, I used to clown him because you hear it and you're like, this isn't that amazing. It's not like, you know, Matheny or Martino or like even Joe Pass. Like it can get there, but then I like. I'm like, damn, this guy actually was improvising that. And once you consider that, these oaks were making this stuff up on the spot, bro. Like years of playing and practicing and praying and whatever. And then this is like, and the crazy part is I haven't even really transcribed the solo. That's all I have. That's a yeah, let me try. 1, 2. That's all I have of the solo so far. And already that's given me ideas. I'm like, oh, I can. That's amazing. That's just like 10 seconds of some music that someone made years ago that has given me the ability to springboard into something else. You see, I don't know, man. that's one thing I regret, is that I should have done that sooner. But also I'm learning that, pardon me, comparison is the thief of joy unless it's used for analysis. Then really all it is a study. But yeah, anyway, God bless you. Have a good day. I don't know what this was about. I've got a Downbeat magazine here, from 2001. And I've been thinking about taking these old, this is Jim Hall, obviously, taking these old Downbeat magazines and going through some of the stuff on camera like this. Like this is Jimmy Bruno talking about like how to play lines and how he sees chord scale relationships. And I could literally, I'm going to actually make a video of this part, but like this is an endless source of like music material that I can just share with the world without having to come up with it. And I'm not necessarily stealing it, because I'm showing you where it's coming from and when it was published or whatever. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've been really stuck with this channel trying to figure out what to do, because I don't want to, hey guys, welcome, this is C major. No, these are the chord tones of a C major 7 chord. What you can do is, there's enough people doing that. I want to actually, with this channel, I just want to document my progress, and maybe one day look back and be like, yo, I used to suck. But that's it. Anyway, God bless you. Have a good day. Cheers, man.